Okay, so today I'm going to walk through how to install Vivado 2022.2. This is a slightly different update from my last time, and fortunately Xilinx has managed to make a more reasonable file size for the newest version of Vivado. You'll notice in Google, I just searched Vivado. You can search Vivado download or similar. If I click on that, it's going to give me this list of editions, features, blah, blah, blah. Standard edition is free. They're going to take you to the download center, and you'll end up on this page. Now, if you just searched Vivado download in Google, it would take you directly to this web page, which is probably a little more direct and easier to do. But regardless, you want to end up on this particular web page and make sure you're downloading the ML edition that is the standard edition. So, when you scroll down here, you'll see the Xilinx Unified Installer for Windows. You can set it up on Linux if you have Linux, but I haven't done that myself, so I'm going to focus on the Windows. So once you download that, it's going to end up with a file that looks like this. And if you open it, it will ask you to install stuff. Sorry, this is off my window, but here we go. Extracting the Xilinx installer. Doesn't take too long. It's running, still running. And then this window will pop up. This is where we're going to want to run through kind of some specific options for the install. So here we have to log in real quick, which I'm going to hide that away while I do my login. And after doing the login, this window will come up. So this is the most important of the choices. Is you don't want to choose Vitis, you want to choose Vivado. That's going to keep the size smaller. If you do Vitis and you're on the next size, you'll notice that the disk space required down here in the bottom left is 226 gigabytes, which is just a lot. If you choose Vivado, then you'll choose standard edition, ML standard edition, hit next, and the download size is only 62 gigabytes, which 62 gigabytes is a lot better than 200 and whatever it was. We can actually make this a little bit better because what we're interested in designing is only for the purposes of ECE 2700 and ECE 3610 at Weber State. We are using really just the 7 series boards. I do some senior projects that use the Zinc boards, but I don't have any of the ultra scale. So you'll notice as I uncheck and check these, this will save room. So that drops off another 1.5 gigs or so, and that drops off another 7 gig. So those save you a lot of room. The Zincs don't really make much of a difference unless you uncheck the Zinc ultra scale. So if you're not interested in working on a Zinc, you may as well uncheck that. We're not going to be working on Spartans either, but again, that's hardly any space. But if you wanted to get it down to the bare minimum, you need the Arctics, and the Arctics is what is on the Basys 3. You don't need this Vitis model composer, so you can uncheck that, which gets you down another 3 gig or so. And technically you can uncheck this one as well, which is another gig. So this is your bare minimum install that you will work if you want to work with the Basys 3. From there, you're just going to hit next, read and sign the agreements. Once you agree, it'll allow you to hit next, and it will tell you where you're going to install it, how much room is required, and various other options. Once I resolve that, I already have this installed, so it doesn't let me. Once it's installed, you can just hit next, and you will have Vivado installed on your computer, and it will be of a reasonable size.